Hi all, today we are going to discussing about the module 6 part 3 in that topic two-phase locking. So before that we are discussed in shared and exclusive lock. These are the two types of lock available, and this locking system without any restriction give us a simple lock based protocol or a binary locking, but it has its own disadvantages that because mainly does not guarantee serializability. To guarantee the serializability, we must follow some additional protocol concerning the position of locking and unlocking operation in every transaction. So in two-phase locking, otherwise we call it as 2PL, a transaction is said to follow 2PL then if locking and unlocking can be done in two phases. First one is growing phase and the other one is shrinking phase. So in the growing phase means new locks on data items may be acquired, but on that time none can be released. Only the new locks can be acquiring on that time. That is the growing phase. And the shrinking phase, existing locks may be released, but no new locks can be acquired. So that is an example. T1 transaction, during the T1 transaction, X means exclusive lock and S means shared lock. They are acquiring lock. So it is a growing phase. Their locks are acquiring and some operations, read write operations are doing, and then some locks. So this is a growing phase, and after that, when if an unlock or a existing lock may released, that is the starting phase of shrinking phase. From that onwards, shrinking phase starts. So that is the shrinking phase and the two types of phase, growing phase. So how we can achieve this serializability? Let me see an example. T1 and T2, these are the two transactions. The first transaction, T1 demand for exclusive lock. During exclusive lock, two operations, read and write operations are performing. So after that, T2 acts as a shared lock, but the same data item, so that will not get it. That shared lock will not get for T2 transaction. So it need a waiting state. Then this growing phase continued and shared lock for a B. This is a data item. So the T1 demand for a B, and it is a for data item B a shared lock. They demanded and they granted. So the read operation started, and then after that it released the or unlocked the A data item. So when it unlocked A, on that time T2 transaction will get the shared lock of A. Then that operation will be done. Likewise, this is the growing phase in the T1 transaction that I mentioned here as a growing phase. From unlocking, when the unlock started, on that onwards the shrinking phase will be started. So what is the serializability? After T1 transaction only the T2 transaction will started. So T1 followed T2. So here serializability can be achieved. Therefore, the schedule is consistent. And another example. Here, this is the one schedule. So, T1 and T2 transaction. So, for T1, they demanded a lock for, lock is a shared lock for a data item A. It will be granted, no problem. And the other one, T2 transaction also demanded the same shared lock for the same data item A. Is there any problem? No, because shared over share is no problem. That's why both of them had issued. Then the growing phase for T1 and T2 started. Then then they demand for exclusive lock for B. Is there any problem? No problem, because the previous one is A data item, and now it is the B data item. That's why it is also no problem. So the growing phase again continued, and here the data log they demanded for T2 transaction demanded for D. D is the for exclusive lock D. Here also granted. Then after that, in the T1 transaction, unlock A. They unlock the data item A. On that time, the shrinking phase started. What is shrinking phase? And then unlock B. So here the locks are released. So here no new locks can be acquired in this time. Same thing, in the T2 transaction, unlock A and unlock B. Here, how can we identify this serializability? Means based on a one term is a lock point based. How can we identify this lock point? First of all, we want to identify the point at which the growing phase ends. That means locking system ends, or the unlock, where the unlock start. From that point onwards, and from T1 and also the T2, we must carry out the work. Okay. Here the unlock, where the unlock start, and this is the point where here the unlocking is here. Wait. This is the point where unlock starts, and here the unlock will start it for T2 transaction. Unlock is starting from this point. So this is the serialized. Here the serializability is like this, that if a T1 followed T2. So based on this lock point, we can identify this serializability, and so this schedule is consistent. Thank you.